There's 20 minutes on this joint. Alright. Rails Rants Reloaded. We right back. What we go to do right now is thank everybody who's have ever looked at the YouTube videos, listened to the podcast, supported the channel. I really appreciate it. But like I always do about this time, I'm gonna ask you if you can like, subscribe, and share on any social media platform that you deal with. Give me 1 second because I'm trying to start a new episode on Anchor, which you can hear the audio of this video on under Tucker Media. And that's going to be under Tucker Media for Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else that podcasts are available. Give me 2 seconds. Might be having a problem with the internet, but at the end of the day, the show goes on. What we're going to talk about today is personas and the internet and social media, and how people are able to create the world that they want to live in. They are able to be who they want to be. Okay, I got my dashboard back up and I'm going to start a new episode. And I'm going to start it right about now. Like I said, we're talking about personas. The internet personas and being whoever you want to be. With the internet, you could be whoever you want to be. And a lot of these so-called famous people, these so-called leaders, these so-called influencers, created a persona to be who they want to be, to get in the positions that they wanted to put themselves in. There's a lot of people that just came out of nowhere. You had never heard about them until they started being trendy on social media platforms, pulling stunts or saying certain controversial things, or being videotaped or pictured with certain people and being in certain events, or shooting lifestyle things like that. We're going to talk about a couple of them, like dudes like Dan Blazarian. Nobody knew who he was. Says he got his money from playing poker, which is probably a fucking fraudulent lie. Because if you're making money from playing poker and you're making the money that he's made, accumulated, or was dropped into his account, that kind of is something that is not really going to be pushed under the rug. Whispers, names, people would talk about shit like this. And like I said, it's a persona. You got the money, you get the honey, you take pictures in front of the daggone yacht, you drink Cristal, you do fun stuff, and all of a sudden, you are who you want to be, or this person that you created. You become Batman, you become Superman, you become Wonder Woman. It goes for females too. You got other dudes like Kevin Samuels. Nobody knew who Kevin Samuels was. I have a buddy, he said he used to follow Kevin Samuels when he used to do cologne reviews, like humble beginnings. They say that they worked with Fortune 500 companies and they did this and they did that. There's nobody that is co-signing this shit. You got people that are in the real world who have done real things, who have been co-signed, whether it's illegal shit or illegal shit. They'll be like, yo, we knew back in the days he was doing this. This was his MO. He was getting money. He scaled up. These people that are on social media, they are creating the persona and introducing themselves into the world, and strangers are now soaking up the persona. You really can't do it to the people that knew you, grew up with you, this, that, and the third, because once you get too far or too popular, like a dude like Kevin Samuels is, and a dude like Dan Blazarian, people start coming out the woodwork and start pulling out receipts and saying, yo, you wasn't this and you wasn't that, this, that, and the third. But like with Kevin Samuels, the dude, he started off his YouTube channel doing fragrances, reviews, this, that, and the third. Kept making content, throwing things to the wall, and then certain things stuck, like, talking with the women and the high value men shit and the high value woman stuff that's all in that and the third. And then he ran with it and then created this illusion of him being the utmost authority on these subjects. If you're doing big money moves and you're doing all of this and that and the third, 9 times out of 10 you ain't go to daggone back off of that and go get a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel ain't shit. You can make money off of it, people make millions off of it, but if you're already making millions, the hundreds of thousands, you're only leveraging that to further your brand. You're not going to quit something to go to another level on YouTube. Like, come on. But again, this is not something that happened overnight. It happened about 2-3 years, and then, like I said, throwing things at the wall, and then all of a sudden, shit blows up. Dan Pena. Nobody knew about Dan Pena until YouTube. Whether he made money with these companies or not, he talk about he's a $50 billion man. He don't got $50 billion. People are pulling stuff out of their ass to make themselves seem more than what they really are. They create a persona. They are the boss. They are the authority. They are the people that you need to listen to and fuck everybody else. Who's another person? Jay Morrison. And a lot of people, like I said, once you get to a certain plateau or you start doing people wrong, people start pulling out receipts. Lies and said he was a celebrity realtor and this, that, and the third. He created a persona. He created the person that he wanted to be. But he wasn't that person yet. And he kept doing things that would fit this lifestyle that he wanted to live and how people that don't know him would view him. But then when you ask people that know him or been around him or have done business dealings with him, they're like, yo, he used to rob Peter to pay Paul. It's not hate. It's just what these people are saying. Creating a persona. And with the internet, with Facebook, with Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and TikTok, all of this shit can be manipulated. It is so easy to sell somebody a persona that they think that you're like that. You could be eating ramen noodles, especially with the daggone IG models. I always said that, look, man, everybody's the same. You might think you better than somebody, but everybody's the same. Everybody got bills to pay. Everybody fucking breathes the same air, shits the same poop. Nobody's different. You could feel that way, like you're better than somebody, but you're not better than anybody. You're no different from anybody. Because it'd be the ones that are pushing a persona, whether it's flashy, whether it's promoting a baller lifestyle or a wealthy lifestyle. At the end of the day, you don't know what they're going through when they turn that camera off. The same person that took that picture in front of that Bentley could have just got an eviction notice on his door and had to go outside because the lights was turned off and it was hot in his house and he had to go somewhere. It's a whole bunch of fake it till you make it. A lot of this stuff is disingenuous. It's not hating, it's the truth. At the end of the day, if you have a smartphone, a camera, some lighting, you go outside, you could take pictures in front of shit that ain't yours and act like you are living a lifestyle. It's easy to daggone Photoshop receipts and bank accounts and put this much, throw fake money in the air, take pictures with models. Shit, you could buy models to take pictures with you. All of this shit is fake, from the Ty Lopez's to even fucking the Gary V's. Like, all of this shit is a persona. Everybody starts from zero. Everybody starts from the dirt. How you see them is how they want to be seen. But you don't know what these people are doing in their personal lives. These people could be literally miserable and looking for the next thing. You got it, the social media influencers, the social justice warriors. All of this stuff is personas. You might know some of these people personally, be like, yo, this dude's a fucking fraud. He don't even sound good when he's doing it, but he's doing it for the check because that's what's paying the bills. So you step into that lane, create the persona. You'll always fool people that don't know you. When it comes to people that know you, know what you've been through, know what you've been doing, seen you move funny, you can't front for them. That's why a lot of people in business say, well, uh, you always get most of your people that support you from people that don't know you. That is true. But some people know you and some people know you're full of shit also. You got people that's out here, I'm a philanthropist, and I've met people, well, I know people that have literally said to my face, oh, I'm getting $5 million to start a record label, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm looking at them like, okay. And I'm very opinionated and combative, but certain shit you just gotta be like, you know what? I'm not gonna have this back and forth with you. If it happens, it happens. God bless. But I know that you're full of shit. You ain't got the front for me. It's like in the Bill Gates movie with the guy that played Magneto, that played Bill Gates, and he was having a conversation with the dude that was playing Steve Wozniak, and he was like, "Yo, don't talk to me like I'm other people." Because the people that have been there from day one, they know the truth. It's okay for people to grow exponentially, get money, this, that, and the third. But just remember, when the chickens come home to roost, people are going to pull out receipts and tell them that, yo, this dude is not who he says he is. He done robbed me. He done did this. This motherfucker's a punk. This da 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 da. Boom 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 boom. Where's the money? I did this. And then all of a sudden it's hate. No, it's not hate. You created a persona that you acted like you were holier than thou and your shit didn't stink. And then when you didn't pay your daggone debt to society, social media society, the people around you, the people you done did dirt to, yeah, they come back and they put you on blast. And that putting on blast, don't be hated. Most of the time, it is the truth. So when you are coming out on social media and you are about to go into a certain direction and you, like I said, you want to create a persona, just realize that it's real to keep it real. What they say, real is real, it only gets better. Don't act like, okay, you got a business and now you're Bill Gates, you're Warren Buffett. Something that Gary Vaynerchuk said, like, dudes start a business and act like, oh, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. No, you're an entrepreneur in training. You're learning, you're making mistakes, you're not making money that can retire you, have you buy a yacht, be in the Maldives, and buying all of this stuff. You're grinding just like everybody else. Like Rails Rants Reloaded is a grind. This is a business. I work, I hustle. I'm not in a position where I can quit anything and live the life. I can't retire my wife. When dudes get to that level, holla at me. Because I feel like until you could tell your wife or your mother or parents, y'all don't gotta work no more. I got this. You haven't made it. And these are the receipts that people are not showing. People are not showing house receipts. They're not showing car receipts. They're not showing receipts that everybody around them scaled up exponentially and everybody is good and they're all bosses. It's all a persona. Once again, I'm D-Rel. Rails Rants Reloaded. Like, subscribe, share on your social media platforms. Leave your comments. If you agree with it, you do. Thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.